Hello everyone, welcome back to another video of Punishing Great Raven, Lamento de Phantasma collab, the devilmaycry 5 collab with Punishing Great Raven, and today we'll be starting off the collab story of these two guys, these two dudes, these twins. Um, it's gonna be very exciting. I'll be narrating the story. I'll be reading the text. I'm excited to see what's it like. I heard it's really good for a collab story. So I'm really excited. I cannot wait to see all the alpha and Vergil interactions, cutscenes, and whatnot. I'm very excited to see that. But yeah, Meadow. What does it say? Meadowcree, Me Meadowcree, no. Med Metacree. I think that's what that says. Anyway, let's get started. Hope everyone's day's going well. After I'm gonna start doing episodes on the story of this collab. So I can get Dante for free, and then I'll resume the polling. Because I already pulled for Vergil. It's just I want to get Dante for free so that I could start pulling for his two dupes. I already have his cub and his weapon, so we're already set on that. They're already upgraded too. Anyway, let's not waste any time. Let's get it. Metacree DMC-0. At this moment, he finally understood the torment of being a Metacree. Okay. Play story. Recording. Question mark. The recording switch here maybe. Oh, it's already on? Man in the frame walks to the office chair and lowers himself into it. He tugs at his lab coat, tightening it around his gaunt frame like a shroud. I'm Thomas Hell. From now on, I'll Realizing his voice is tight with excitement, he licks his lips, hesitates briefly, then grabs the glass of water from the desk and downs it. And downs it in one gulp. From now on, I'll be recording my experiment logs on video. So, experiment log entry A-0001. The man leans toward the camera. He faces slightly warped by the wide angle lens. His eyes burn with an unnatural intensity, their gleam cutting through the pixelated haze of the screen dash bright, almost feverish. Researcher Thomas Howell. I don't even know how to describe what I'm feeling right now. This is such a crucial opportunity. I must succeed. What is he trying to do? The man rises from his chair and slowly approaches a cylindrical chamber nearby. Perched atop a pedestal with the chamber rests a shard, resembling nothing more than an ordinary stone one might find along any roadside. But Thomas knows that the infinite possibilities harbor within this shard, all because it comes from the Hetero Tower. Hetero Tower? I will reserve everything. His voice is firm, devoted as a prayer. Alright, Thomas Hell. Don't know who you are, but alright. Recording begins. Experiment log entry. He gives a slow spin in his office chair, letting his body settle naturally against the backrest. I guess I should make future logs more formal. My mentor always stressed the importance of Rigro. Ahem. Back to the topic. Experiment log entry A-0014. Researcher Thomas Hell. The 14th experiment has concluded, still no progress as expected. This is just a brief darkness before dawn. The situation will improve soon. Experiment log entry B-5042. Bro. Researcher Thomas Hell. No progress in the experiment. He runs a hand over the rough stubble shadowing shadowing his chin, his voice low and grave. No time to waste. I still have much to do. What is he doing? He's experimenting, obviously, but experimental log entry C-0251. Researcher Thomas Hell. The man sights in silence for a long while. The quiet grows heavy, thickening the air until it feels as though he might drown it in it. Although a failed experiment, another failed experiment. I was prepared for this, but he throws himself back into the stagnant waters of silence? Thomas picks up the stack of experiment data from the table beside him, scanning the numbers once more. Though he's already checked them countless times, the Gibbs variables, power output, conversation results, the Zhang function. I don't understand. Why can't I get the expected outcome in practice when using the value obtained by reversing the formula? Is this the formula wrong? Is the formula wrong? No, the formula is correct. But no, this is wrong. Completely wrong. He throws the papers violently to the ground, fingers racking through his unkempt hair in depression. The hetero tower defies everything he thought was possible. It was a fool to trust those old theories. Those so-called wise predecessors were nothing but a bunch of whatever. Dominic was nothing special after all. I'm going to derive a new formula. Time will be mine to command. After researching this conclusion, Thomas silently rises and turns off the camera. Experiment log entry C-1564. Researcher Thomas Hell. Failed again. Dang, bro. The camera flickers on for a moment, then off again. Experiment log entry C-1677. Failed. Experiment log entry C-1754. Failed. Experiment log entry C-2065. Failed. Experiment log entry C-2480. Failed. Dang, this guy. This guy has too many failures. Failed. Failed, failed. Failed, failed, failed. Failed, 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 failed. Dang. Experiment log entry E-0032. Researcher, huh? Who else but a lunatic like me will do these experiments? He lets out a self-deprecating chuckle. I have an idea. It's risky, but I want to give it a try. If my mentor knew what I was thinking, she'd be furious. But in the end, someone mediocre like me can only resort to this kind of method. His words gradually fade away, yet his bloodshot eyes glimmer with the ghost of a smile. His thoughts drift back to long ago when he were not the white coat of an experienced researcher, but a humble garb of a still green student. During a tranquil afternoon in the Academy building, Thomas chuckles his papers and essays open the office door with cautious hands. I said essays, yeah. Whatever. He isn't sure if the occupant is resting or even wants to be disturbed, so he holds his breath and steps inside on light feet. There, behind the board expanse of her desk, sits his mentor, Mrs. Valentine. She seems in a trace, her gaze lost in the depths of a photograph. Why does she look like the main chick from Wuthering Waves? LOL. Thomas' gaze unconsciously follows his mentor's, landing on that group photo of our four people. He recognized only two, his mentor, herself, and Mrs. Schwartz. Of the remaining two, one is a kind-faced middle-aged man, and the other are a young person from Kulung. I don't know how to read that. Kulung? Something about the sense holds Thomas transfixed. Indescribable tension hangs between them like an invisible wall, making him hesitate to interrupt Valentine and pull her back to reality. But Valentine notices anyway. Curious? Sorry? Thomas doesn't respond right away, taking a moment to realize Valentine is talking about the people in the photo. Who are these people? They are the people who changed this world. Compared to them, most people in this world were just Metacritic, myself included. You're being too modest, Mrs. Valentine. The director of the Science Council could never be considered a Metacritic. Valentine chuckles at his words and waves her hand at the young man. Her voice tinged with Milachilo? I don't know how to read that. How am I not Metacritic? Thomas shakes his hand as he was trying to dislodge his memories. His gaze falls to the papers strewn across the floor, and he squeezes his eyes shut in anguish. You're right, Mrs. Valentine. How am I not Metacritic? Only now does he understand what his mentor meant by Metacritic, and the torment of being Metacritic. Crimson alarms strike throughout the laboratory, rendering Thomas awake from unconsciousness to find his body sprawled on the floor. As he fights to piece together the last moments, a nice sharp head splits his skull, scattering his thoughts. In his days, he only recalls a few blurred fragments. Space splintering like glass, a defying explosion, a laughter cold, mocking, cruel. Huh, humans. Who's that?
Oh my god, he's so goddamn cool!
What is happening? It's Dante! Yo, he looks so good. Wind screams past his ears as the man suddenly understands he's falling from the sky. With no time to question why he's here, the man reacts on instinct. Crimson energy crackles around him, surging from his body, and swirling red particles engulf his form. So cool. In an instant, his figure twists and expands until a red demon looms in the air. His massive wings beating too steady to descend. Boom! Yeah, exactly. Wait, is this the same spot where we fought Alpha with Blackrock Shooter? That looks like the same area. The ground trembles as he lands, dust blowing around him, then just as quickly the red demon shifts back to his human form. The white-haired man in a red coat surveys his surroundings, only to be met with the black expanse of desolated ruins. What the hell is this place? At some ruins on the surface, a white-haired man in a dark blue coat with green patterns also turns his gaze toward the ruins, where red glowing mechanoids approach ominously. I said ominously, ominously. The commotion of a landing has attracted the attention of these corrupted.
Oh my god, he's so goddamn cool!
The legend, bro. Interesting. Oh, this is so cool, bro. Alright, DMC-1, the land wakes up from sleep. I'm so excited. I foresee, in the future, the land wakes up from sleep. Ooh, Lamento with Phantasma, extra story. This is good so far. It just started. The transport vehicle hurls through the wilderness, tires churning up a swirling dust storm in its wake. The road, long forgotten and riddled with potholes, sends the vehicle lurching and shuddering along with the broken path. Lucia, how much longer will it take us? 15 minutes. This is already the 20th conversation. Wait, this is already the 12th conservation area. 2 weeks ago, multiple surface conversation areas came under attack by unidentified hetero creatures. Worse yet, nearly all personnel from the affected sites have gone missing. What started as a small-scale incursion has swiftly escalated, and the window to rescue the attacked conversation areas is closing fast. Who is she? These coordinated strikes defy the usual behavior of hetero creatures. Is something or someone pulling the strings behind the scenes? Another entity like Crowley, perhaps? She's cute. According to the collected data, over 1,600 people have gone missing, with 187 deaths confirmed so far. The majority of casualties occurred during the initial attacks. In just the first 3 days, 5 conversation areas were hit simultaneously, resulting in over 700 missing and more than 60 deaths. Babylonia has swiftly adapted its tactics, deploying its most agile elite squad as vanguard scouts to gather critical intelligence based on their findings. The support force with them mobilized, ensuring rapid reinforcement where needed. Reports of disappearance and deaths among conversation areas residents have dropped sharply since, but it's not enough. No matter how fast Babylonia moves, the hetero creatures always seem one step ahead, leaving defenders scrambling to keep up. Conversation area requesting aid earlier has a permanent population around 400 people. At this time, Lee pauses, leaving his thoughts unfinished. 4 hours have passed since you received the distress signal. Lucia remains silent, her hands clenched around the steering wheel as she fights to keep the vehicle steady on the dilapidated, mud-slicked road. Lucia, how's everything with your new frame? It's functioning well, this with no adverse reactions. Good. Oh, they're gonna pull up to Dante. Reach the target location. Bro, where is he? The vehicle rolls into the target commercial area, but only a deathly silence answered. The ground is struck with dark pools of blood, the walls riddled with blood pools. The anchor tinge of gunpowder lingers sharp in the still air. Around you, a persistent building stand broken and shackled. I don't know how to read that. As hungry flames lick through the wreckage, devouring all they touch. Damn it! Are we too late? Let's start searching. Lee, go up and keep watch. Understood. Livy, you're with me. Medical assistance may be needed. Copy that. Lucia, we'll split up and search. Alright. Chaos envelops the scene, the shattered remnants of constructions littering the ground. Over there! Leave gaze leads you to a clearing with a sandbox, exercise ground, what appears to be a public recreation area, nestled with the conservation area. Amid the opens ground, a lawn baseball lies abandoned. Perhaps once the children's toy, now its surface is marred by blood. Marriage is marred by blood. Let's continue searching. Don't let your guard down. Moments later, you find the entrance to an underground shelter hidden beneath the conservation area, but its isolation door lies in ruins. The shattered fragments on the ground have unnervingly clean, precise edges. This person doesn't match hetero creature behavior. It was a blade. Could it be an ascendant? Could it also be a Krayley-like entity? Over here. You and Levi rush to Lucia's side, only to find a fallen construct beside her, barely clinging to life. Thank you. Once look, One, look, tells Eva all she needs to know. The construct is past saving with your current medical capabilities. Hang in there. Don't bother. I know my condition. The construct barely registered Levi's healing attempts, fully aware of his inevitable faith. I'm Danny, one of the construct stations at this conservation area. He retrieves a thermal stick with his own vital fluid from his chest, handing it over along with the identification tag. I recorded some footage that might be useful. With those final words, the light in his eyes immediately fades away. Hey, bro did something though. He recorded footage. That is useful. Let's give him a proper burial. Oh, we're so nice. Can't wait till they pull up to Dante. After erecting a simple memory for the people of this conversation area, you access Danny's terminal, viewing the footage for answers. This is Danny, a construct station at this conservation area. We're under attack. Danny faces the camera, speaking rapidly. There are many hetero creatures. Scream! From afar, forcing him to dive aside as his terminal clatters to the ground. The video recorded by the device reveals the creature's bat-like forms and fluid flight. The hetero creature matched the information previously gathered. In the footage, Danny springs to his feet and opens fire on the hetero creature. Conservation couldn't have fallen this fast if it was just a hetero creature. As if you confirm, the series where Danny's resistance seems short-lived. It's Mirror Vergil. A blurry figure appears from the corner of the frame, followed by a brutal lightning-fast slash. Danny barely manages to react, but it's too late. His blade shattered right in front of his chest in a spray of vital fluid. The unknown figure halts the responsive weapon, glinting briefly before being smoothly sheathed. Yet, due to the camera's angle, only the person's lower body is captured in the frame. It's the hem of a dark blue coat. It's mirrored Vergil. In the rest of the footage, bat-like hetero creatures descended in swarms, snatching up the remaining survivors. One by one, the humans are carried off into a distance. Now you find the answer to why the people in the attack conservation areas all went missing. Let's report our current findings. Flying hetero creatures spotted behind the mountains in the southeast. They're moving fast. Number? Visual estimate around 40 to 50. Estimated time to engagement. It's about 30 seconds. Assemble and B2B information, prepare to engage. Soon decided upon the conversation, more than 40 of them swarm in overlapping layers. Their ghostly silhouettes blowing out the sun, plunging the ground below into a year bone-chilling darkness. Oh, this is cool art. Scree! They circle in the sky. There's sherricks and howls rendering the air of cacophony like hell's own laughter, mocking the fragility of the humans beneath them. Death rides in their wake, their joy found only in the spilling of blood. Then as one peels away in a sudden dive, the rest follow in a synchronized frenzy, the swarm surging downward like a tidal wave. The attack has begun. Oh, that's so cool. Bang! This is a bang. Look at this art. Levi opened fire in fusion, unleashing a storm of bullets. Their shots tear through the hetero creature swarm from above, while Lucia cuts down any that breach their line. The Grey Raven squad moves with practiced precision. If the four of you keep this rhythm, the creatures won't last much longer. But unseen, lurking in the shadows behind your sight, another hetero creature awaits. It doesn't strike from the sky, but instead lunges forward from the ground. The moment it lunges, you catch its shadow. Countermeasures flash through your mind, each consider and discharge in rapid succession. You could take it alone, but a careless move could leave you wounded or break the squad's current formation. Lucia! Roger. Oh, she's so cool. Lucia has already posed for the strike, her blade gleaming in anticipation. Once closer, the creatures would beat steel. Lucia's already but something else moves faster. A blur. Shut up. Double trigger. A blur too fast to track rolls into view. By the time you register the motion, it's already over. Scream! The hetero creature crashes to the ground, shrieking and appalled. Only then do you see it clearly. The massive sword. The sword has a strange appearance. Its hilt texture like scales, its hand ground tipped with 4 jagged talons. Half of the blades is now buried into the ground. A true devil weapon. Anyone who sees it will instantly think of such a description. While you examine closely, the double sword pinned in the ground suddenly dissipates in red particles. I wish it was subhuman and not devil trigger. Wow. From the direction the sword came from, someone lets out. My soul lives, I experience you. Light it up, gotta light it out. Gotta light it up, gotta light it out. This team inside our soul. Alright, let's out exclamation. A white-haired man in red stands atop the ruins, posture loose, a smirk tugging at his lips. Looks like you guys need some help. I wish I could do a Dante impression. Alright, Dante. I'm Dante. I'm a devil hunter. Dude, this is so good. Yeesh! As if you were nothing more than a game, the man in red coats threw the hetero creatures with effortless pressure. During the battle, he also displays masterful gunsmanship. You! Running away already? Not so fast! When the few remaining hetero turns to flee, the man in the red immediately gives chase without a second thought. In just a moment, he runs off into the distance. Looks like he's quite eager to help. Wait for me! A young person's voice echoes from another direction. Who the heck are you, huh? Mountainteav? Me. Fan? You once carried out a mission with Noctis in newly, Oakley. That's where you first met the mayor's son. Looks like you already met Dante. So, his name is Dante. Yeah, he's currently staying in New Oakley. LOL, he came here following a distress signal from this conservation area. Supervisor runs around and lets out a sigh. We still got here too late. Huh. Has New Oakley been attacked as well? Yeah, we've been under attack by those bat monsters since 2 weeks ago. We defeated the first wave of hetero creatures, but then more kept coming. Thankfully, Dante showed up just in time and helped us rapidly repel them. Without him, New Oakley would have fallen too. These hetero seems different from the ones we faced before. Yeah, I can't shake the feeling there's something else to them. Something else? According to Dante, they're demons. At this moment, Dante, having defeated the feeling hetero creatures, strides back toward you. Demons? His words are utterly shocking for most people. Demons are little more than relics of myth whispers from forgotten tales. In this era where technology reigns supreme, neither God or demons have ever been discovered, and yet such an entity does not exist. The people of this land know it by another name. The punishing virus. Yeah, they're demons, no mistake. Could smell the stink of those freaks a mile off. If demons do it, then what are you? Me? A wide grin spreads across his face, a crimson particle swirling to his palm. Summoning the double sword from thin air, Vergil proved to back his claim. I'm Dante, I'm a devil hunter. I'm half human, half devil. New Oakley. The transport grinds to a halt at New Oakley, marking your second visit to this place. Yet the town feels starkly different this time, with a palpable tension hanging in the air. Walls now encircle the place, guarded by Petrie and Watchtower's residents, who in hurl clusters, hauling crates of supplies. Despite the unease, life's stubbornly presence makeshift stalls lie the roadside there. Owners hawking wars. Female peddler. Hey Dante, try one of my apples. Dante effortlessly catches the apple tossed his way. Huh, thanks. Dante wanted to grab a drink later. See you there. Old cowboy tips his hat to Dante from his seat by a doorway, and Dante returns the gesture with a grin. Dante seems quite popular around here. Yes. Van smiles gently at Liv's words. He's helped us fend off hetero creatures more times than I can count. To New Oakley, he's family now. As he speaks, Fan gazes soothingly in your directions, watching for your reaction. You understand his implication perfectly, but you say nothing. It seems he still harbors some hostility toward Babylonia. As your group rises the turret, Dante pushes the door open and turns to face everyone. Welcome to the finest establishment in New Oakley. LOL. This guy. Yeah, I love this guy. Despite the turmoil outside, the tavern hums with boisterous chatter. Perhaps most here have long since grown used to be uncertainly to not knowing whether they would live to seek dust. For them, this is simply another day on the surface. Look who's back, Dante! Another round, and one for my friend Dante here. Cheers! Dante accepts the full glass of golden liquid and leads the group to a quieter corner. Dante, try my new pizza. I tweaked the recipe based on your suggestions. Should be much better this time. Perfect timing! Oh, you're here too? It's been a while. Well, what about time someone from Babylonia show up? I'll let you guys talk. The tavern owner, sensing the situation, walks away to leave it to your conversation. Leaning back into the sofa, Dante adjusts himself with a casual ease, his eyes fixed on you in a silent So let's talk about payment for mopping up your demon problems. You're from where was it again? Oh right, Commandment of Babylonia? Just call me Lamento. He takes a bite of pizza, his face pestering another. Let's first talk about these demons you mentioned earlier. Alright, let's start here. So in my world, there's the human world and there's the demon world. That's funny. That is really funny. That's a funny transition. Hold on. What is it? What do you mean by your world? Literally my world. Got a problem with that? That's a problematic? You're from another world? From what I figured out these past 2 weeks, yeah. Forcing down the shocking rising in your chest, you gesture for Dante to continue. In my world, there's the human world and there's the demon world. The demon world is where demons live. Sometimes demons slip into the human world and start causing trouble. And my job is to take contracts and hunt them down. Are all people in your world like you? What do you mean? That sword. He smiles and shrugs, but his voice sharpens with sudden seriousness. Because half of me is demon blood. After prolonged silence, Dante speaks up again. Whoop, did I scare you? Well, we've been through our fair share of things too. I like that look in your eyes. So how did you end up in this world? Wish I had an answer for you, but I'm just as clueless. I was busy cleaning up demons in a demon world with someone who had some crazy suction yankled me right into this place. Then you don't know how to get back either. I don't. But I've got the gist of your world situation. Maybe this babbling of yours can send me back home. So here's the deal. I'll help you clean up these demons. In return, you help me get back to my world. Countless thoughts flood your mind. Demons, a devil hunter. If demons are involved, maybe we should work with you. Now we're talking. But I need to report to my superiors first. Donnie doesn't mind waiting a bit longer, his demeanor remaining relaxed. I'll be waiting for you, call. That's it for my conversation with Dante. Asbo, is this actually possible? Scientifically speaking, the existence of other worlds hasn't been confirmed, though theories about them have been around over the past few centuries. Wait, Mother Pfeiffer, we had Blackrock Shooter and Deathmaster in Punishing Great Red. Those two literally came from a different world. What do you mean y'all can't be sure about this? Y'all literally have Blackrock Shooter and Deathmaster, bro. Okay. Plus, rubs his temple, trying to ease the addict that doesn't truly exist. It is what it is. I see. I think we can collaborate with him. If demons do exist, then this Dante will be key to solving our problems. If we don't, he pauses for a moment. He's only one person after all. Agents, suddenly even entitled like Cradle. We've handled worse. One more strange existence doesn't concern me. I'll leave the specifics on the front line situation to your judgment. Roger that. So what do you say? It's a pleasure to work with you, Dante. Smart choice. We also recovered a video. Think we missed something? Ooh. You replied to the video on the terminal once again. The figure who delivered the slash flashes across the screen. Besides you, Dante, expressing visible darkens. A crushing aura erupts from him. Dante? It's Vergil. Vergil? He's my brother. The air turns to ice. While Lee's right hand already rests on the grip of his gun. Dante catches the tension cooling between them, but pays them no mind, simply walking back to the couch and sitting down again. I've fought him plenty of times. Don't think he'd do something like this, but if this mess is tied to him, I'll handle him myself. Beep beep. Just as you are about to speak, your terminal communication line rings. Oh, bruh. We find Lucia here. What form of power is this? LOL. Bro, love these captions, bro. Alright, our first battle. We're also Vergil. Shut up. Culture without strain marches the existence with the dawn. Thus spoke a politician. Humans once crossed towering mountains and venture into the deepest seas, forging a miracle upon this land known as the Golden Age. But not only ruins remain. Herds of hetero creatures roam through the broken walls. Shut up, bro. Vergil watches from above. He gazes fixed on the moments of those bat-like creatures. The rhythmic growl of an engine echoes in the distance. A motorcycle, unmistakable in its cadence. It's Alpha. Vergil tilts his head, his attention sharpening as the sound draws near. Then around the bend, a flash of red cuts through the wreckage. The rider gaze snaps towards him as he pulls up by instinct, their eyes beating across the road. Vergil tough. Very tough. For the first time in a long while, Vergil feels something stir within him. The motorcycle rose up with collapsed, slanting ruins, its engine snarling as it charges toward the rooftop. At the edge of the front wheel, lifts before the bike, soars across the gate, and slams down onto the next rooftop. Vergil watches his usual disband for human machinery momentarily eclipsed by reckless admiration for the rider's exceptional driving skills. Soon the bike skids into a hole on the rooftop where he stands and the white-haired woman dismounts. It's according to the survivors who escaped the attack conservation areas, white hair, katana, dark blue coat. Oh, she was after.
あなたね。異合生物を率いる男というのは。
Oh my god, he's so goddamn cool!
They're so cool. Oh my goodness. Oh, shut up, bruh.
Too slow.
Oh, do not tell me it plays Bury the Light too.
Go to hell. Not bad. Too slow. Too slow. Too. Go to hell. Not bad. Too slow.
This is so cool. What the heck?
Too slow. Go to hell. Not interested. Not yet.
Dang, she got me.
Why isn't this working? Is there something missing? Must more blood be shed? I need more power. Still have much to do.
Sorry, Virgil.
You shall die.
It's literally playing Bury the Light. What the heck? Oh my goodness.
Not bad. Too slow. Not bad. Go to hell. Too slow.
Ooh. He's approaching. Oh, that was it. Dang, I died. I died before I made it to the half of the point. That's crazy. Alpha, since when has someone like this been around on the surface? Shut up, that's so cool how they doing the war. Her blade flashes free once more as Alpha lunges forward with devastating force. Yet Vergil meets the strike effortlessly, his sword with a seamless barrier. This is so cool. Alpha shifts her angle pose to her vergilsparda until a surge of energy pulses from him, forcing her into the defensive. This is so cool. Steel things as his slashes carve through the air, each one met by her steady ground. She hears a low, intrigued hum escaping her as surprise flickers beneath his icy calm, only to be followed by an even more devastating slash. Lightning crackles as Alpha answers with an equally devastating slash. Crash! Debris erupts, dust swallows the clearing, and the rocks shatter and rain down around them. Yet the two I don't even know how to read that. The slide cut through the chaos, using falling rubble to pivot mid-air before touching down with effortlessly grace. A heartbeat of stillness chase rise and fall, steady but sharp, then they clash again. This is so cool. Steel rings out, a deadly harmony resonating through the battlefield. Every strike carves deeper into the earth, the very ground reshaped by their fury in moments. The clearing is a scared testimony to their power. Impressive. What form of power is this? You don't know? The Ascension Network. What is that? Such power yet not an ascendant? Their brief exchange reveals much Vergil body shows no trace of a punishing virus whatsoever. What blue blade floating in the midair seems beyond any technological means as well. Another weird existence after the punishing virus? Alpha deflects the blue blade flying through her, pivoting into a swift counterstrike only for her opponent to sidestep it. Scream! Such an hero creature lunges from their flank. Instinct drives her to hurl her shot blade, but then she notices the hedgehog creature isn't targeting her. Without realizing, she holds back her attack. Spotting the hedgehog creature, Vergil instantly summons his Mirage Blade to strike. So cool. Impale the beast crashes to the ground, its twitching form growing still as life bleeds away. Is attacking him. The hedgehog creature's attack is only the beginning. More of them surge around, closing in on the two. At that moment, Alpha realized the man before her has nothing to do with the recent disturbance in the Ascension Network. It seems I had the wrong idea about it. I apologize. Time out? Vergil falls silent for a moment. Sure. Sure. I can't do his voice. I was the first person Vergil has been able to communicate with since coming here, and he finds himself intrigued by the man she mentioned as supposed leader of the hedgehog creatures. She gets rid of those hedgehog creatures first. Hedgehog creatures? Vergil mentally notes the term while his face remains expressionless. Alright. Something about them isn't right. Their numbers are unnatural. After cutting down another hedgehog creature, Alpha voices her suspicions. Normally these creatures don't actively attack ascendants. Even with some do become aggressive, they actually retreat after a few are slain, driven by self-preservation. Yet those hedgehog creatures in front of them act as if they don't feel fear at all. I have observed them. They seem to be searching for something. Alpha recalls the recent anomalies in the Ascension Network. As I suspected, someone is pulling the strings behind them. Just then, the hedgehog creatures halt their attack as if obeying some unseen signal. In Urine Ascension, they swarm to our nearby building. Immediately after, a girl's scream pierces the air, echoing from the same building. Help! Alpha's frown deepens, but she still decides to sprint toward the cry for help. That was so cool. Alright. Hold up, y'all. Let me check where I'm at with the recording. We're at 48. Okay. I'll do one more episode and we're gonna call it here. Alright, Dr. Hell, DMC-4. I'm Thomas Hell, and here's my confession. Your comments ring at this moment. The incoming calls displays no name, only a jumble of code. No name? It can't be. Lucia glances in your direction. Given the rest hedgehog creature activity on the surface, the two of you share the same suspicion about who's calling. This direct instruction is a communication method Luna's group often uses. It could be them. Maybe the Assonance affected too. Your answer, the comments in the Alpha face appears on the screen alongside a white-haired man. Vergil. So this must be Vergil, the one Dante mentioned earlier, but why is he with Alpha? Hey Vergil, what? Hey Vergil, what the hell's your deal with those hedgehog creatures? You can smell it too, can you? that reek of demons all over them. Dante's face tightens with agitation, his words laced with anger. Don't tell me you're behind this mess again. You bastard. Fool. Fool. I haven't... Oh my goodness. Hold up, y'all. My ear's itching right now. Alright. I haven't the slightest idea what you're referring to. I only arrived here hours ago. Their argument escalates so quickly that neither Alpha nor you have a chance to get a word exchanged. That's hilarious. Casts a questioning look at Alpha. But clearly Alpha doesn't see this coming either. Oh, poor guys. I know. It's the mirror demon. Dante and Vergil's argument abruptly stops as all eyes turn to the time the little girl huddled in the corner. Alpha pulls into the center. She's why I contacted you. Alpha points at the little girl. We just saved her from a hedgehog creatures. While they were trying to capture her, whoever's behind all this, she's clearly the key. I'll let Laika tell you the rest of herself. With that, Alpha steps aside. Lisa's clothes cling to her. I believe that's Lisa, right? Dirt streaked and rumpled. Bearing the grim of days without washing, a faint tremor runs through her. Her eyes wide and shadow betray the toll of life on the run. Every glance through her eyeway seems to press down on her. Her voice wavers, stumbling over words. It's okay, Lisa. We're a great raven for Babylonia. And Alpha here besides you is really strong. She'll keep you safe. Alpha glances at Lewa, saying nothing. It's alright now. Just take your time. Breathe deeply with me. After Lewa's gently reassurance steadies Lisa's nerves and she begins her story. I'm Lisa. My father's Thomas Hell. Thomas Hell? You glance up at Lee, but he only shakes his head. It seems the name means nothing to him. Those hedgehog creatures that look like bats were all made by Mirror Demon using the red tide. The Mirror Demon took over my dad's body and built a tower. It's called the Babel Tower. That tower is full of monsters. Dad helped me escape and give me a recording. After he told me to find people from Babylonia. Can we see that recording? Of course. Oh, but I don't have a device to play it. Let me do it. Alva takes the memory card from Lucia's hand, slots it into her terminal, and transmits the video over. You tap the file and the recording flickers to life, playing in sync across both screens. That's so cool that she can do that. The video footage is showered in darkness and film location barely illuminated by spare light sources. A grown man stands at the center of the frame, surrounded by computers and analytical equipment. The screens cast an eerie rogue glow, their reflections bleeding into the shadowy outlines of what seems to be ancient stone structures behind him. Green and red lights weave across the man's face, deepening the hollows of his sunken eye sockets, revealing his exhausted gaze. Hold up, y'all. Wearily, he drags a hand over his eyes before fixing the camera with a hollow stare. I'm Thomas Hell, and this is my confession. I was a member of the Science Council, but given how things have turned out, the Science Council was right to expel me. I studied time and time in the past. Once I even dreamed of creating a spiritual jump device that will allow humanity to outrun the speed of light itself, but the universe is too vast and we are too slow. During the Golden Age, we ventured into outer space, but even Dawn 3 could barely scrap 1% of its light speed. Too slow, far too slow. But all in all, that was just a wish I had in the past. It all started with my inception after my wife died from her illness. I poured everything into my research and time became my focus. I wanted to bring her back. Medical advancements don't wait for the dead. With today's medical technology, her genital disease would have been curable. I tried every possible approach until I found a shard of the Hetero Tower. I was certain it was the key, but I failed. The Hetero Tower shard did help me open a space-time passage, but something else came with it. Demons. Demons are real, and one is inside me. It's still weak for now, so I can sometimes wrest back control of my body, but it's only a matter of time before it consumes me entirely. It's already harnessed some of the punishing virus power and created the battle tower with it. Thomas inputs a set of coordinates, storing them in the video. This is the location of the battle tower. As the video researches this point, coordinates appear on the terminal. Finally, if anyone from Babylon sees this, please, I beg you, protect my daughter. The video cuts off here. Oh, okay, that's a good way to end it off. Dude, another world. Alright, y'all. I'm gonna end it here. In the next episode, we'll pick up on DMC5, DMC-5, another world. We are too small to have big dreams. We'll pick it up from here next time. If you enjoyed today's episode, please leave a like, a comment, and hit that like button. And hit that notification button to be notified when I upload a new video or new content. And I will see you guys next time. Peace.